What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check this out, man. Today I want to talk about something that I saw on the internet a couple of days ago, and it was a video showing the former NFL player Marshawn Lynch, and he was hosting a football camp with a lot of young men out there playing ball. Now, he was having a disagreement with one of the parents, one of the female parents, who confronted him about some language that he used in reference to her son, and she was upset about it. And apparently, Brother Marshawn was running a drill, and he felt like a couple of young men were not giving full effort, and he said, "Look, if you don't want to do the drill right, get the F off my field." And the female parent took exception to that. I keep saying the female parent because during the exchange, Marshawn Lynch was saying to the lady, "Is there a man with you? Is there a man with you?" Because he wanted to address another man. Because here's the deal, and this is the reason why. What we have to understand as males and females, as men and women, that there is a such thing called man talk, and there's a such thing called woman talk. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, as a man, you've walked in a room before. We've all walked in that room where it was nothing but women in the room talking about something, and they was getting it in. And when you walked in, they looked at you like they was gonna chop your head off. Like, why are you in here? Because what they were talking about had nothing to do with the male species. And you peep it as a man, and you like, okay, there's something going on in here that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just gonna grab my bag and I'm gonna get on. You understand that as a man, at least you should. It's the same thing with men. There's certain conversations and certain ways that men talk to each other that a woman should not be involved in or included in. Many women will look at that and say that's sexist. No, it's just the reality that as a member of the male gender, there are things that males relate to, and there, as a member of the female gender, there are things that females relate to that we are not. Hey, that's y'all. So, in sports, especially football, especially basketball, men's basketball. Not to say that females don't play sports. Of course they do. But in testosterone-driven sports like football and men's basketball and things of that nature, throughout history, the coaching, the language is gonna get rough sometimes. You're gonna hear some cuss words. The players are gonna get cussed out, and it doesn't matter if you are in the pros, in college, high school, middle school, or little league. These same principles apply. You're going to hear the coach cussing at the players or cussing out the players. In some instances, a coach would jack a player up. Now, me as a man, if I was to see a coach cussing my son out for not doing something the right way, or cussing at my son, or even if he snatched him up one good time, I would not have a problem with it. I'm just going to be honest with you. It would not bother me. If the coach is not abusing my son, if he don't just two-piece my son in the face or slap my son, I don't have an issue with him going in on my son, especially if what the coach was telling him was right. You're not hustling out there. You're not working hard. You're not going through the full progressions of this particular drill that we running. You're not giving 100% effort. That's going to affect us winning. And if you claim you want to max out and be the best that you can be, why are you not giving 100%? You don't want to give 100%? Get the F off my field. The female parent heard this, and she took exception. And she confronted Marshawn about it. And Marshawn was like, look, I would rather talk to a man about this, because a man is going to be able to relate. Because most likely he played sports. Most likely he grew up in that kind of environment where he's had a coach talk to him like that, understanding that The man has no ill will towards this child. He doesn't have any hatred towards this child. He's only trying to get him to maximize his potential and bring out the best in him. And this is the nature of not just sports, it's the nature of manhood itself. But the woman did not understand that, and she took offense. And she took offense by him saying he wanted to see a man, so she accused it of being a sexist thing. No, women, ladies, sisters, y'all have to understand to let a man be a man, and if there's not a man present, you did a great job to include your son in Little League. You did a great job. And I'm not saying that there wasn't a husband or a boyfriend present, but if they're not around, you let another man aid in developing the manhood and the character of your son. You don't interfere with that unless he's being abusive. You don't interfere with that. And if the child, look, when I played Little League, one time the coach, I think he called me stupid or something. I can't remember what it was, but the coach said some harsh words to me on the field. I didn't do something right. And my mom took exception, the same thing. She took exception. But I was like, Mama, no, don't say nothing to the coach about that, because I understood. But as a little boy, you like, man, my friends gonna laugh at me. I can take it. I can take it. And if it's understood later on that I can't take it, or your son can't take it, or he was sensitive to that kind of language, pull him out. Pull him out. Because this is not for him, you know. And it's not to say anything's wrong with him or nothing's wrong, but sports ain't for everybody. And that language is not for everybody. So if he can't take it, pull him out. But if he can take it, if he was told to get the F off the field and he stood to the side like, man, and he's disappointed in himself, recognize that and let him take that. Let him take them lumps. Let him take them hits, because that's gonna make him better in the long run. I'm not gonna interrupt this talking to get this phone, but that's gonna make him better in the long run. So just to the female parents, again, y'all done a great job, but you gotta stand back, sit in them bleachers, and especially a man like Marshawn Lynch, who's a Super Bowl champion, proven potential future Hall of Famer. He knows what it takes. This is the nature of coaching. We all been, anybody who's ever played sports has been cussed out by the coach. You've been cussed out by some of your teammates. So let's focus more on understanding our roles. And I know people will look at that in a negative way, but it's the actual facts. There are roles that women play in life that are not for me to try to step into. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to making a man from a boy, turning a boy into a man, no one is more qualified than another man. So I appreciate y'all checking us out. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we own it. Peace.